What's up, guys? Andre here, Charged Up EVs. So listen, one of the main reasons that I switched to an EV was because I really liked the idea of more of a software-based approach to controlling vehicles, right? And so I spent about a year researching different EVs and companies before I settled on Rivian. And one of the main reasons that sort of attracted me to Rivian was I already liked their user interface. But the more I heard them talk about how their plan or their software roadmap for their user interface, it had me intrigued. And I was like, you know what? I kind of believe in their approach. And so that's what I decided to do. And so I thought, they were going to push out updates once, twice, a few times a year maybe. But man, Rivian is executing right now. So about a month ago, Rivian released a software update where they added Apple Music and Audible, and they changed the user interface some, right? And so I was just about to film a video where I sort of went over the details of that. And as I was about to film that video, I got another software update where they added even more functionality. So they're killing it right now. And so one of the things I want to do is just sort of walk through some of the changes that they've made and why I really do believe that they may have the best user interface in the game. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's talk about the first update, right? So the first update was 2024.27, right? And the main thing for that one was Rivian introducing us to their Connect Plus service, right? So all of us Rivian owners, for the last year, or the people, I got mine early this year, but we've just been having free unlimited internet that Rivian's just been covering, right? So you see here, I have 3 bars or 2 bars of LTE right now, but internet's been free. So streaming music, whatever you've been doing, it's always been free. So now with this update, Rivian just introduced their Connect Plus subscription service, right? And so what that is so for $15 a month, you get that unlimited data, but you also get all these added new features that they're adding to it, right? And so one of the main things that people were really excited about was this update here to the music apps, right? So if I click over here to music, right? So as you see here, we now have a native Apple Music app. Listen, I am a Apple head, right? I have had an iPhone since it's come out, so all my music is on Apple Music, right? And so I was super hyped, when I saw that they were releasing a native Apple Music app, right? And it's a full app, right? You browse, you get the same content that you would see on the mobile app. You got all the playlists and all the updated stuff here. You got, the radio stations, and you got your library, right? So you got all your stuff that you've added recently to your library, right? But the main thing, and this is the part that's been getting a lot of hype. So you see right here in this song I'm listening to right now, one of the things they introduced was this Dolby Atmos feature with Apple Music. And a lot of people, it's been getting a lot of hype because people were like, man, it's like I got a new sound system. Listen, the hype is real. I can't describe it. It's almost like, listen, I'm a 90s baby, right? I grew up in the, I'm not a 90s baby, sorry. I grew up in the 90s, right? And so I'm used to loud music. That's just how we listen to our music. And I remember back when I had an amp in my vehicle in high school and I would turn the amp up. It's almost like with this update, that's one of the things that Rivian has done. Because I used to listen to music, and the sound system in this car has always sounded good. The audio always sounded rich and fine, but it was never as loud as I would like it to be. So I don't know how, but literally this update is like I got a new software update. All the sounds are richer, the bass is deeper, it's crazy. And you can see a noticeable difference when you're listening to songs that are in Apple's spatial audio, which basically leverages Dolby Atmos, right? So this song right here, right? This No Longer Bound song, right? Got my volume turned down, but I'm listening to it now. It is thumping. Speakers are bumping. The bass is hitting right. If I switch over to the Spotify app, same song, hit play, it's fine. But this sounds a little bit more like the original prior, before the update. So I don't know what magic they've done here, but literally this Apple Music app and this recent software update, people are not exaggerating. It's almost like you have a whole new sound system in your car, which I appreciate. So they also added, in addition to the native Apple Music app, they also added this Audible app. Now, again, I'm not a big Audible user, but this is actually, if you use Audible and you listen to audiobooks, knock yourself out. So you have a native app for that. I'll never forget when I first started telling people that I don't miss Apple CarPlay. And this is the reason why, right? Like I knew it was just a matter of time before we got a native Apple Music app, right? But like, I just like the way this interface looks, the way it feels. But this update is dope, man. Like people are not exaggerating. It is almost like you got a whole new sound system, right? So there's that, and there's the Audible app. And those are that's like the main thing, right? This was sort of the introduction of their Connect Plus subscription, and they're adding this app. Okay, so that first update came out, like I said, the beginning of August. And the other update that we just got, that just came out, I think the main feature that they released was this right here, right? So they add this interior light setting, right? So you can come here. I don't know if you can hear that sound, but each theme has a different sound. So right now we're on Forest Valley, and it turns the interior lights green, right? We'll just click through these here. That's a little too loud, but there's a theme there. So as you see, that one turned the interior lights red, right? And that's all the interior lights, right? Like all through the back of the car as well, right? Right, and so let's go through some more of these here, just so you guys can see them all. So Canyon Glow, kind of like an orangish color. Desert Snow, it's a little bright there. Desert Snow is basically like a grayish white, which kind of just looks white to me. You got Glacier Fog, but again, I don't know if you can hear and appreciate the different sounds for each theme that you're picking here. So Forest Valley, which is the one I've been using a lot because I like the green lights. Then you got Alpine Lake, which is kind of like a blue. Ooh, maybe I like this one. It's kind of like a bluish white. Don't know if that's really coming across in the video there, but that's like a bluish white for the accents lights. And then you got this purple one here, which is Twilight Trail. So that's sweet, man. So these, maybe I'll keep it purple for now. So again, this is like, brand new feature, right? Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure I noticed these accents lights before this update. I guess I did, but certainly they weren't changing color. But I just appreciate how Rivian is adding all these meaningful features. They did something else with the HVAC system as well in this update. I guess this is the other major thing they did. So now, it used to be when you set it to auto, whatever the temperature would be, you couldn't control the fan speed. It would just go full blast. But now, even though it's set to auto and set to 72, I can change the fan speed to be low or high or medium, and it'll just get the car to that temperature at those fan speeds. So those are major settings, dude. It's I'm loving it. Keep it up, Rivian. Y'all doing a good thing, man.